What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in again. This is Maurice Edwards with Always Talking Sports. Uh, we bring you another episode. We had a little break here, but we're gonna drop nonstop content for you coming up here soon. The next couple of days. Today, man, we got somebody who been. We used to do a podcast together. I don't know what happened with the podcast. Y'all can ask him or the other guest, Lim. I don't know what happened with all that. But it's my dog. He been dying to get on since day one. He been on my tail, so I got him in. So everybody, go ahead, welcome Yak to the show.
Yo, what's good? This is Yak. Of course, Fats touched on the podcast. 1000% Lim's fault. Never had time for us, but it's cool. He gonna be salty when we start up another one. Coming right back. That's gonna be the name of the show.
Hey, because I don't know what happened with that, bro. Because we was going crazy, and then now I will say that was around the time both of y'all had babies. It was like
it didn't matter. We were still traveling. He lost his mic. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that, but yeah, we all used to have that fly talk. It was that real. You feel me? So. Always Talking Sports. I bring that same energy on here. The guests gonna bring the same energy. You feel me? We're gonna talk that real when it comes to sports, and as you see, we're gonna get it started off with he got the Saints hat on, so y'all obviously could see he's a Saints fan. Drew Brees recently retired, so how you think life after New Orleans is gonna be without Drew Brees?
I feel like
pause that. How you feel life for New Orleans is going to be without Drew Brees? I messed that question all up. I might have to.
Nah, but I feel like everything's going to be good. I don't think we're going to pick up. Of course, right where I don't think we're going to pick up how we had Drew throwing the rock and going through our offense and giving everything down. I honestly believe we're going to go more towards not a running style like Baltimore, like run first mentality, but I feel like we're gonna start off slow. We're gonna have Jameis, Ernest, trust him and Sean, because Jameis is coming off 5,000 yards, not last year, but the year before, where he was a full-time starter, 5,000 passing yards, 30 touchdowns, but he's also coming off the receptions. So I feel like he's going to have to earn Sean's trust, and as the season goes on, I feel like he's going to really get into his groove, and Sean's going to let him throw the ball even more. So I feel like Jameis might start off. Jameis might start off throwing the ball about 25, 26 times. I think Drew averaged about 29 to 30. So I feel like once we get in that groove, everything is going to be clicking. We're going to be right back. So don't trip. He's had a one-time thing going on. Right back.
So my next question, before I get into that, Drew Brees in his heyday, before y'all really started running the ball more these past couple of years, it was more 35, 39 passes a game. Y'all boys was pass heavy, but once y'all got the little duo with Ingram and then AK took off and became who he is, one of the best backs in the league, it wasn't no choice but to hand him the rock more. But so the next question, you kind of gave into it. You think Jameis is going to be the starting quarterback over Taysom Hill in that quarterback competition?
1,000%. He better be the starting quarterback over Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill, he's a nice little snack. Pause. You have your little, if you need something real quick before you go outside. Hey, let me get these bag of chips real quick. He ain't a 4-course meal. Once again, we're gonna pause that. The philosophy that we coming with. Jameis need to start from day one. But Russell Wilson, we still, I'm still believing.
People outside of here don't know, but you be having dream squad put together.
We can get Russell.
No, y'all gonna have to. I mean, it's gonna take a lot. Y'all gonna. I don't know who gonna get him, but
it's either coming this year or next year that he's out of Seattle.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The fact that they even put out the season ticket holders without him even on the pictures,
that tells you all you need to know.
Carroll didn't do that. Oh, Pete Carroll tripping. Tripping. We'll take him.
Tripping.
And he can't draft nobody. He's not a good draft. We can break that down. Going back to 2017, his first couple picks.
Well, man, said we could break that down. Yeah, because Russ was a 3rd round pick. People forget that. It wasn't like he was a top 10. they didn't expect him to be Russell Wilson, but if you watch him at NC State and Wisconsin, he was Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, they didn't expect him to be a 7-time Pro Bowler, go to 2 Super Bowls, win one. They didn't expect all that. But with Pete Carroll drafting people, going back to 2017, even his first pick in that was Malik McDowell out of Michigan State. He played 0 games for them.
0.
That's horrible.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and he also picked Ethan Peacock or whatever his last name is. Pause that if necessary. He was an LSU dude, center. He might be the best one that he's drafted in the past. Well, I won't say the best one. He was the best player that he drafted that year, I want to say. Yeah. Played about 44 games, started about 30 of them. Even going to 2018, he drafted Rashad Penny out of San Diego State, the running back.
He really ain't did too much.
Yeah, in 3 years, he only has 108.
I know he's also been hurt a lot too, though. He's also been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't.
Even right after Rashad, he drafted Rasheem Green, Southern Cal DN.
Yeah.
And he's been at an average mark, 7 sacks and 43 tackles in 3 years. That's really not nothing to brag about to be your first.
Nah, not at all.
Even though he was a 3rd rounder, 15th pick in the 3rd round, though. But you can still still a top 100 player being drafted.
I say that all the time, bro. Like, that's a top 100 player. But going on to the next one, since you led on to the draft, I see how you trying to dish that up there. But the draft, what is a need you think the Saints should address with that? It could be the 1st round, it could be the 2nd round, it could be give us some players you think y'all should go after early, late in the draft, or what y'all should do with that.
So since we cut the Jackrabbit, our starting corner on the other side of Marshawn Lattimore, I feel like we can go after because the top dogs is going to be out of there.
Y'all picking late. J.C. Horn's going to be gone. Patrick Surtain's going to be gone. Y'all could possibly get somebody speaking like with the same size as Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh yeah, Asante Samuel Jr. Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech.
He gonna be gone too, and he just ran that crazy 40.
I ain't know if his back injury was gonna drop him though. I ain't know that.
See, now that could, and you never know on the draft night when things get.
But me being, let's put this out there. I'm a Michigan fan, Big Ten fan. I've always had my eye on Terrence Marshall, the cornerback out of Northwestern.
Newsom.
Greg
Newsom. Marshall is the wide receiver from LSU.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping.
Nah, Newsom got sick.
Greg Newsom, yeah, great cover corner, track star, got great recovery speed.
I like him.
He can get up there. He can get up there for sure. So
he actually would be a nice pick, nice fit for y'all, man.
Yeah. Then if we go there, but I feel like we need to sign a veteran cornerback. So I got my eye on Richard Sherman. He's still sick.
Some of these vets will get signed after the draft.
Oh yeah,
because teams that know they need a vet, and that's when money will be situated even through the draft picks money and things like that. So some more of these vets gonna get signed.
Even though we just signed TJ Carey, he played with Colts last year.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
but 4.4 corner, 4.4 speed. So then D tackle. I feel like we need a D tackle. We let Malcolm Brown.
Because ain't Rankins gone too?
He went to the Jets.
Yeah,
it wasn't the same after he tore his Achilles, even though he was still a good player. And then we traded our actual starting D tackle when Rankins was gone to the Jaguars. He was only making $5 million. I feel like you can't find a starting D tackle for $5 million that's still doing.
Yeah, because that's being productive as a starter too, or at least playing his role, filling gaps. And y'all run that 3-4.
Yeah, he wasn't really a good pass rusher, but he could push the pocket. He would take over blocks so Demario Davis could come up, get his tackles.
Now I could see a pass rusher because y'all lost Hendrickson.
Oh yeah. So I feel like Sean likes lower school. I don't want to say his first aim is to go lower school with these kids, but I know he likes I think it pronounces Aveen Collins. He's a linebacker out of Tulsa.
He's a baller. Hey, if y'all were to get him.
Yeah, I like him. And it's another one I like. because I know he was the highest graded linebacker coming out, right in front of Eric Kendricks out of UCLA. And then I feel like we could get I don't really, because it's like, damn, we all over the place. We need another linebacker. We cut Quan Alexander because of his Achilles. We cut Alex Anazoni, whatever how you pronounce his last name. He's out of there. So I feel like if we get a linebacker or find somebody that's a D tackle, we could really get after it.
Yeah, there's multiple ways y'all can go with that. Speaking of the Saints still, give us one quick player that people may not know about because they're not Saints fans, but you know about that you're expecting to take that next step this year for the Saints.
I feel like Sean Payton is going to turn Deontay Harris into Tyreek Hill, our punt returner, kick returner.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be involved more as a weapon.
I feel like he's definitely going to get loose with him, especially with Jameis starting out like quarterback and Mike Thomas being on one end. We cut Emmanuel Sanders. We need another receiver to step up. Now, I don't think we necessarily have to draft a receiver because Sean always finds a receiver for us.
Mm-hmm.
In our last couple of leading receivers, they've been either undrafted or late rounders, other than I think Brandon Cooks went in the first round. Like we had Marcus Colson, he's a 7th round pick. Michael Thomas is 2nd.
He was so underrated.
Yeah, and then Jimmy Graham, he's a tight end. I see you got your U stuff on. He was 3rd round. Lance Moore undrafted. Willie Snead undrafted. Alvin Kamara is a running back. He was 3rd round. Then Benjamin Watt back in 2015. He's a tight end. Like Sean can find somebody to make us lead in receiving yards. So I'm not really stressing the receiver part. But I feel like he's definitely going to have to find somebody.
Make some plays.
Oh, yeah, make some plays. You know who I'm liking? I've been doing my research on him. Puka out of Kansas.
Puka Williams.
Nah, Puka Booker, the running back.
You sure his last name ain't Williams? We're number 1?
Yeah. I thought it was
his last name Booker.
Yeah. Puka.
Look at that. But we're going to keep it on the football tip. So he put out there for y'all that he is a Michigan fan.
It is Williams. It is.
Yeah.
Williams. But
yeah, I'm hip to bro. I'm definitely hip to bro.
I'll call it Gale Sayers records. He was all Big 12 on a shitty. I'm sorry, I don't know if we can cuss on here, but I know on a bad Kansas team. I like him. He was carrying a real bad team. I know people only really tuned in because of Les Miles was even coaching, or people from Puka's hometown was just watching it. They ain't really get too many eyes on him for real.
Nah.
And
so we're going to keep it on the football tip. He let y'all know he's a Michigan fan, right? So Jim Harbaugh got a contract extension this offseason with a lot of people didn't see coming. How do you feel about him getting that contract extension?
I feel like it's just they're just buying time. He won't be there the whole 5 years because I think he's extended until 26. He got a 5-year extension, so he'll be there for. I feel like if he loses to Ohio State this year, he should get up out of there. Especially if we lose by 40 again. If we lose by 40, bro, don't even go to your office, bro. Don't even clean out your office, bro. Just go on now. We got.
Man, in the way O State recruiting and getting talent up in there.
And that's the thing. Harbaugh's not a bad coach, but it just seems like he can't get the talent,
bro,
there. And it's just a big gap. You just see it. How you lose to your rivals back to back by 40 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus. That's embarrassing, bro. You're not getting even the players that you're getting. You're not developing them.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like
Mike D'Antoni,
you're getting some talent.
Yeah, like even up the street, and Mike D'Antoni will bring in a whole busload of 2-stars. He had them competing every year.
Yeah,
I mean, like not his last year,
and especially losing to Michigan State this year. Y'all weren't supposed to let that happen.
Yeah, even the time we lost, I think it was like a thunderstorm. Even the time before that, we shouldn't have lost that. It's certain games you should lose. I don't care if the other team is playing with their backs up against the wall. I don't care. Even on our bad day,
I totally understand. If you off topic, but if you just need some film on North Carolina's running back, just cut on running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. Just cut on that game versus us, but we let them look like the modern day Bo Jack and Herschel Walker. So
Yeah,
I don't even get me started. So
but I know with him, he fired the whole coaching staff. So we brought in Mike Hart, coach our running backs instead of his son.
That should be good.
Never carried a football in his life. Last name. We brought in your boy Mike McDonald's from
y'all tried to take our whole staff.
Yeah, we got him. Who's the other guy? Matt Wise. Is that how his last name? He's coaching our quarterbacks. We got Maurice Linkhurst. He came from Dallas. He's coaching our DBs, co-defensive coordinator. Ron Bellamy. I thought he was going to be our receiver coach, but Harbaugh switching back to the safeties, which I don't know. The dude made a name for himself at Michigan being a receiver, but he's coaching safeties. But I mean, hey, it works. He was doing his thing down there with the high schoolers.
Speaking of the receivers at Michigan, y'all got some guys on the roster. Who's going to be? I know you was big on the quarterback last year, Mixon, and he kind of let you down. So who do you think will be the quarterback for Michigan this season?
I'm gonna go. I don't know if I want to go Alan Bowman, the guy we're getting from Texas Tech, or I'm just keep it the guy that took over for Joe Milton when he was playing like crap, K. McNamara, or he's Italian or something, but it is what it is. I feel like he played good up until he got hurt. Really, K is who I'm referring to. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be his job to lose. Allen, even with Allen coming in, I think he got like 3 years of eligibility left.
Yeah, he do.
So he gonna be there for a minute. So I feel like if K don't win it, you better hope Allen get hurt. And that's how backups think in college. They don't want to admit it, but in college you got to.
We hope you get hurt for me, big dog.
Get hurt in the NFL where you got years. Like I got a set 3-4 years where it's like if I don't play, I'm transferring down to a
gotta get done, and I'm just gonna ball there and do whatever I can to still get my chance.
Yeah. So when Joe transferred down to a high school level team, Joe Milton, I ain't gonna feel bad for him.
Where did he transfer to?
He haven't announced it yet, but it's okay. He'll mess around, end up there with Lane Kiffin. Is this man?
I can see Lane Kiffin going to nah. I'm thinking of the wrong school. Forget that. So speaking of Michigan, he's a Michigan basketball fan too, and I had him going to the Final Four at least. And they had the unfortunate loss versus UCLA last night. So I thought me and you were gonna be talking about y'all playing in the Final Four on this episode, but give us a recap of the season, how you feel Juwan did in his second year as the head coach, Juwan Howard, that is.
I feel like Juwan Howard, he brought it. He brought the intensity that we needed. He brought the environment that people talk about, whereas we hold up signs after games or in the locker rooms, like we'll have footage coming out of the locker rooms after the games where we're holding up signs saying for competitors only. Like if you want to come here, you're going to be a competitor, you got to be a dog. Juwan Howard, he's turning that environment around. And it's not even that we were in a down space with our previous coach, John Beilein. It's just like we just elevated.
You needed a fresh face.
Yeah,
like we around there.
Juwan he's putting us up there with the big dogs. Like I feel like we about to be I don't want to say the new Duke or new Kentucky where they was just bringing in, especially Duke, number one recruiting class after number one recruiting class, and people feared when they was playing Duke. Now I feel like we up there now as far as legacy. It ain't Duke no more. It's gonna be Michigan football or Michigan basketball. He's bringing in 3 McDonald's All-Americans. So be good out of those 3. I feel like we really gonna get somebody out of Caleb Houston. We're gonna get somebody out of Kobe Buffkin and Musa Debate. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I got to hear somebody say his last name again. But
I know the Kobe Buffkin kid. He's solid, but he had some work handed to him when he played against them Nova boys. Yeah, we go ahead and
pause.
Well, that was. Nah, K locked him up. Like he made him work. I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't think of K's name, but shout out K. He know exactly who he is. I want to say K go to Newark if I'm not mistaken. You
Okay.
talk about one of them gritty. Just he made him, bro. Probably had 13 points, probably on like 20 shots. Like, yeah, it was a long day for him at the office. So shout out.
Remember, y'all was affiliated with the other squad, and y'all played against I think it was Imani Bates. Was that his name?
No, that was Nova. Yeah,
That was Nova too.
nah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
that
didn't want
was. But I
to
also man, that's EBC. Stop playing. That's for life. But that was early in his high school career. I will say, like, dude, different. He still dropped he didn't kill us because a lot of his stuff came on fast breaks. We had a lot of turnovers. He got some easy buckets. So he probably I think he had like 25 or something, but
it just wasn't as sexy though.
nah, but now if we was to play, yeah, he's a handful, pause. But yeah, bro's a problem. So speaking of basketball, speaking of Michigan. Has Michigan officially turned into a basketball school? Are y'all no longer going to be known as a football school into this new generation and be known as that's where Hoopers go?
If you put it like this to the new generation, I feel like the new generation is definitely going to see us as a basketball school. I mean, we were always known to be
could do both.
A football school, yeah. Football school, basketball really kind of fell off after the Fat Five left, after like their third year.
No, that's true.
Because we wasn't, even after the Fat Five left, we wasn't even top 2, top 3 in our own conference, let alone the country. But it's like even football, like it's weird because I mean, even with me being a Michigan football fan, it's like it's weird because it's like Michigan football really wasn't at the top like how Alabama is, or even Ohio State, even Clemson, even competing for championships. It's like, yeah, we won that championship in '97. I don't think we sniffed another one since. We got 2 conference championships since then. We came close to making it to the game. But it's like I can't even tell you the last time we played in the game. So it's like I guess the generation before us, they stamped us being a football school. This generation, we're definitely a basketball school. And it's no disrespect. It's gonna flow back and forth. At least with us, it is. I don't know. I really don't pay attention to any other colleges where like Alabama might be at the top in basketball.
I don't
think they're going to
this shit. I don't see them consistently being like a dominant basketball program. Like I think they'll get some. I do like that some basketball recruits are going to places like Alabama now and LSU. Like, for example, Gonzaga, who I picked to win it, by the way. So right now I'm still looking good.
Yeah, I wanted those.
They're just now starting to get 5-star recruits in basketball, which is going to be scary because they've always been a team who's been good like that. So for them to get Suggs as their first, who's going to be a top 5 pick in the draft probably, then to get the young shooting guard they just got the other day. Yeah, man. But
it's cool. We'll be a basketball school. You know, Trey Burke, he brought us back in 2011 when he came in. He brought us back to life as far as basketball goes. John Beilein, did his thing, recruiting, came to Columbus and got the young buck and got everybody else that came with him. And we would. So since the Fat Five, we was never top 2 again until maybe 03. But we was number 1 as soon as that Trey Burke class came in.
Yeah,
then we was
go up. Then Hardaway and them.
Mm-hmm.
What was bro from Canada?
Nick Stauskas.
Man, Nick Stauskas is
he in the G League right now.
Glenn Robinson was the 3rd or junior. He was a hooper. Y'all had some
Hardaway. Yeah, Mitch McGary. It was his little pothead ass.
Boy, because you talk about ruining his chance for the league. I mean, he still got there, but
he made that tough on somebody else, and then it was
he did play for OKC. He made that tough on himself. But we're gonna keep it on the basketball turn. For everybody out there, you're a Miami Heat fan. Y'all made that run to the NBA Finals last year, which it wasn't surprising once the playoffs started and we seen how good y'all was playing, but it was surprising to some people. Wade, my guy, I ain't no Heat fan, but I don't know what he doing off the court, but on the court, flashes.
He protecting his son. That showing that.
Always talking sports.
Yeah,
it's always talking sports. I don't even touch on. Yeah, So y'all made that finals run last year. Season, well, not the season, the off season was cut short due to the COVID and extending the whole season, blah, 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 all that crazy stuff. Y'all started off slow, but are starting to pick it back up. Do you think it's two questions kind of in one? Do you think the finals run caused a slow start? And do you think y'all will pick that up and get back into where y'all not fighting for a bubble? Well, not a bubble spot, but a play-in spot.
Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people blame our success last year on the bubble, not having no fans. But, I mean, it is what it is. You could say that. I feel like this year with Jimmy Butler missing, I think he missed about 16 games when we was really getting into the fight. He missed 16 games. Goran Dragic missed 15 games. And then with the up and down play of certain players on our team, I feel like once we get everybody back on the same page and healthy, Victor Oladipo makes his debut tomorrow. I forget who we play tomorrow because we're playing Pacers tonight. So whoever that's going to be against, when we get him in a role and playing good, I feel like we're going to bounce right back. And then we're only like we're in the 8th spot right now, but we're like
it's not a big difference.
Yeah, it's 1.5 games out of 4th place. So I'm like that can change in 3 games. So we're really not stressing it right now. But Jimmy ain't gonna go out. He ain't gonna go out like that. He tasted the finals. A lot of players don't get there. He already said he wants to get back. He's damn sure gonna get that locker room together. He gonna tell dudes step up. I feel like he gonna bring. I don't want to say the mama mentality because I feel like Jimmy is
just that dog. Nah, he's a dog. He's a leader. He loves people who work hard, and you gotta have that mentality to be around him.
Yeah. So once we get that back in track, I feel like we're gonna be right back in top 4. And I love our chances once because we're a playoff team. I feel like once Eric Lanostra Spoelstra can focus on one team, Pat Riley gets his input on it, and they put their heads together, and we got the players to execute a defensive game plan, even an offensive game plan. I feel like it's bad for anybody except for I won't say it's going to be bad for Brooklyn. Anybody else that we go against, I'm hands down taking us.
This is something we'll get into later on down the road. We ain't really got to touch into it now, but in another chat or whatever, it was discussed who probably could be the biggest threat to Brooklyn. And I said, if y'all shooters are hitting, it will be y'all because y'all have the most versatile defense. Y'all could mix and match a lot of people. Y'all got Jimmy, y'all got Dragic. If y'all young players just hit Dunn, Euro, and Robinson, if all them guys step up, I'm a big Bam fan. He could switch on and guard the 1 through 5. So I think y'all could be the biggest threat. Well, one of the biggest threats. Let me not just say that because Milwaukee is out there. Everybody know I'm a Jason Tatum fan, so I find myself low-key being biased for Boston. But I mean, not Boston, but like if Tatum hooping, like, hey, you feel me, like that type stuff. I ain't really out here cheering for Boston. I could never be no Boston fan. Boston ain't even my type of. First of all, I hate the Patriots, so that wouldn't even work out right there. there that go right there. But I could never cheer for Boston, but I am a big Jason Tatum fan. So I think y'all are one of the biggest threats to Brooklyn if y'all shooters hitting, just because how versatile y'all is. And like you said, Coach Spo, I think he's earned everybody's respect around the league that he's legit. He didn't just win them titles because he had who he had. Like, he's a great coach.
Oh yeah, straight up. And some people will say Trip. Shout out to little bro Trip, but he said something.
We'll have an episode where Trip. It's everybody on here. You feel me? Because Trip about to defend Russell Westbrook to his death. I love Russ, but the thing I told them, the best thing about Russ is just watch his highlights. Don't do nothing else. Russ is killer. But speaking of Jimmy, where does he rank in the NBA? Because I think it's about time for him to you could really say he's a top 10 player, especially with leading his team to the finals. He shows the difference he made to team Minnesota, Philly when he was hurt. You see how y'all looked. Because I know I'm definitely going to take him over guys like Paul George. So where do you think Jimmy ranks in the NBA? Is he top 10, top 15?
I was going to say top 13, top 12 just to be safe. He could be top 10 just on his importance to our team. the dog mentality that he brings, his numbers that he brings. He averages 22, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists. So I feel like it's not like Dame Leonard scoring where he's averaging 30. It's not he's not averaging 11, 12 rebounds where impactful rebounds. He's not averaging 10 to 15 assists. He does it across the board. He's not the young Jimmy Butler that was playing in Chicago where he could play the entire game.
Yeah.
Never come out. I think he's the last person to do that. Rondo might have done it too. But to play the whole game, to be important to your team, to be that dog that can take a team that didn't even make the playoffs and then go to the finals the next year.
With a bunch of young guys at that.
Yeah, like Duncan Robinson, undrafted, Tyler Hero. Nobody really, he was a first rounder, but people are not looking at him like he's that dude. Kendrick Nunn is coming off the bench. Bam stepped up. Bam. I don't have a love-hate relationship with Bam, but it's like I feel like Bam should be averaging more points than what he should be averaging. He should be more impactful. But I know that's how our team is, though. If he was on another team, he'll probably be the ball be led through him, every player, whatever. Mm-hmm. His opportunities to be better, but that's how I feel about Jimmy. I feel like Jimmy would, like, we would lose a game by 3 points, and Jimmy only shot the ball 12 times. But
yeah,
like, he's such a team player where he wants to hold.
Worried about that.
Yeah, so it's like he needs I be wanting him to take over, but I feel like he's in the NBA. He got his impact is in the NBA. I can't tell that man what to do. I'm nobody to say, hey, I need you to take over more or whatever. I'm not a coach. I ain't nothing. I'm just a fan. So I feel like Jimmy. So I feel like Jimmy could definitely be a top 12 player, top 10 player. So once we get back healthy, he's going to remind people that he is a top 10 player.
Yeah, I definitely think that's a good range for him, that 10, 12, because his impact and stuff is just crazy. Like he's gained a lot of respect just from a fan's point of view. Like you said, we ain't really nobody important. We just fans of these guys. But from a fan's point of view, like Jimmy really, like, he one of those. Like he's turned himself into a superstar. Like, a lot of these superstars we don't like. Don't get me wrong, I've known about Jimmy Butler since Marquette. Everybody who know me know I'm a sports head, so I'm gonna know about guys since forever. So he's turned himself into a superstar and became a crazy player. So
yeah, I'm lucky. I'm glad Kawhi hit that shot against them in the playoffs, knock him out so he can come to us.
Yeah,
Kawhi wouldn't have hit that shot, Jimmy would have really made a difference. I don't know if they would beat Golden State. But
that would have been
teed them up for sure.
Yeah, that'd have been tough because who from Golden State? Well, you could say a lot of things because who say Clay and KD don't get injured? But then I'm about to be like, who gonna guard Boogie? But then not Boogie, Embiid, because that'd have been tough for them. But we're gonna get into some quick hitters before we go ahead and end this real quick. There's some tough decisions for you. We're gonna see which way you go. So. You probably have like 3 of them. So the first one going to be, you can only pick one of these receivers to build around. I think you know which 2 receivers I'm talking about. We're going to go Antonio Brown as being one receiver because I know that's your guy, Tony Toe-Tap. And we're going to go Ocho Cinco, who's your favorite football player. So which one of them guys you going to take?
I'm going to definitely take Ocho. AB is like I don't want to say he's a step down from Ocho. I just feel like Ocho is just
Ocho.
Yeah, Ocho is just Ocho from the route runner. I feel like he's the best route runner. That can be a whole different argument though for a lot of people though. But, I feel like he's the best route runner. I love his trash talking. That's what got me to him. Like, nah, child, please.
Hey, not too many people know that though. They didn't watch that. Yeah. They didn't watch that. They're not gonna know what that's from.
Him sending boxes of Pepto-Bismol to the opposing teams because they like Hey, my boy was different back then. He said he would have a checklist of all the DBs. Every game he played, he would check them off.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, if they stopped and they get his game check, he was betting people's game checks.
Yeah,
like Ocho was just different. It's just that alone just got me Whoa, pause. That alone has got me on to his playing.
That's about your fourth pause moment of the show. I'm gonna need you to get that together next time before you.
I'm from Mayberry, man. I'm from Columbus, man. We too grown out here, man. What up, Lil?
All right, and we're not even gonna finish these quick hitters because he just spit out that bull crap for us. So we appreciate all y'all. You know how. So for anybody watching this, I'm gonna let y'all. Eastside Mayberry's not no hood.
No, I don't want no smoke with nobody. It ain't no hood.
Limb, the little barbershop that was over there. That's where I was like. I remember that neighborhood for where I scored my like a little league touchdown at. Like I didn't know it popped off out there, so it's not no hood. On to the next quick hitter. We gonna get this over with. You got to pick one of these players' legacy to keep. The other one's got to go. Dwayne Wade or Drew Brees.
That's tough. So you said the other one is like white from existence?
Yep.
Wow.
So let's say if you keep Dwayne Wade, Drew Brees had a Ryan Leaf type career. If you pick Drew Brees, D-Wade was Greg Oden or something. Like basically they weren't what they end up being.
Because they both like top, as far as sports go, they both like top two. D-Wade won in like the state of Florida. I feel like you could put Breeze up there the way he brought them back after Katrina.
In the state of Florida for what? Basketball?
Not for all sports. D-Wade?
No, but go ahead.
Who? D-Wade brought them first. What you want to say?
Yeah, that's why you're talking about basketball.
In football, what you going to say? Dan Marino?
No.
What you going to say for football?
Sean Taylor. What you mean?
No. Respect
get cut off. Get cut off. Go ahead and say some dumb stuff. Get cut off.
This your show.
Pick somebody's career. Pick somebody's career so we can wrap this.
D-Wade, he black. I'm going with D-Wade. Yeah, he from Chicago. I'm going for D-Wade, bro. Drew Brees would have been all right. His credit's
all right. So the next one. You're a Heat fan, the Saints fan, Michigan football, Michigan basketball. You can only cheer for one of them teams for the rest of your life. Which one would you pick? The rest of them got to change.
Michigan football.
Michigan football?
It was either going to be Michigan football or Saints football. I'm football through and through. Basketball backup. So
I feel you. If it was for me, it's Miami football. Anything else, I love Carmelo, but bro, I could have found somebody else. Like, you feel me? It's definitely gonna be Miami.
Oh, but, for sure.
Yeah, them the quick hitters. Appreciate you for coming on here, Yak. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm actually gonna put his I don't know if he really wants it because he really don't do nothing with social media, if I'm being honest with y'all. But if y'all want to give him a follow, I'll throw his name and the hashtag and not the hashtags. Go ahead, what you about to say?
But yeah, I just wanted to come on here. I appreciate you for inviting me. You know, I had to come professional. I didn't want to be sitting in a car like some dudes be doing. I wanted to make sure my laptop was plugged in to make sure we had power, because you know how like some dudes be. I didn't want to come on here with a hot ass hoodie on, hood up, because I'm like how some dudes be doing. I appreciate it. Hey, first spot on the big show. You know, we gotta take a shot to this. My homeboy is doing big things out here now.
Come on. I ain't got nothing, but I'm tapped in with the shot.
Oh yeah, that's still good. Yeah, appreciate you, big dog.
Nah, we gonna have who that? Parker.
Oh, okay. I was about
let her say what's up to the people.
She got her my daughter out here like that. Nah, some dude be wilding.
You know what? Appreciate you for coming on, Yak. We're gonna have another episode, man, where it's everybody on here. We really gonna get into some more stuff. But that's gonna be the end of this, man, and we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Appreciate y'all.
All right, one love.